This episode is presented by Grandma's Big
Aw,
Hug 4, the
what is that?
muggle-squeezing game taking the world by storm. From the company that has your childhood nostalgia in a death grip, comes a game that combines the magical nonsense of Final Fantasy, the vast expanses of WoW, and the community of Club Penguin in an epic adventure.
Okay, guys, what is Club Penguin? If Club Penguin has the community the way the Final Fantasy does, I want to go check that out.
The scope of which you've never seen before. Except for that other time they did it. Final Fantasy XIV, Shadowbringers. Log in to the not-so-Final Fantasy XIV, a game so disliked at launch that they literally destroyed the world and started over. Then watch as a realm reborn actually rebirths a realm into one of the biggest MMOs in an age where no one plays those anymore. And shockingly, that didn't mean going free to play. Then turn the page in a brand new story about crystals or whatever and embody the war.
Or whatever. Oh my god. Poor Heidelin. Now that we know.
Warrior of Light, the last hope for a war-torn land. As you ignore the 14 million other last hopes emoting in the chat and journey through the breathtaking landscapes of Eorzea, encountering a mishmash of fantasy tropes, taking down familiar enemies, and doing a metric ton of menial labor to stop the influence of these Organization 13-looking a-holes. Then forget everything I just said and jump into a totally different dimension where you'll fight off the light with your newfound powers as the warrior of darkness and battle the corrupting influence of sin eaters and the Empire.
I love how every single thing that they say is true, but some things are just painful or they hit home in an uncomfortable way and you're just like, oh, that's not the way it... Oh, but it is.
In an extremely dense story that packs in the usual amount of anime for a Final Fantasy game. Oh, and also, whatever this is.
That's like a massive side content spoiler for anyone who hasn't done Hildy.
Now that is called character development. Slide into the extremely familiar gameplay loop of 14 that serves up exactly what you're expecting from the MMO genre, where you'll accept quests to beat up 5 goblins, fetch things, and run through dungeons like their theme park rides. In a nod to its FF roots, sit through some very long cutscenes, then do it all over again with a completely new class, as FF allows you to be every job on the same character and start from level 1 all over again, allowing you to justify grinding your life away at a virtual millstone even more easily than before, until you run out of space for the ass pile of items they give you. I have to keep all these pants. You never know when green slacks are gonna come in handy. Fashion is unyielding. Cut into the meat of Final Fantasy XIV's battle system as you leave grinding behind and join.
I kind of feel like the Endwalker video was a little better than this, because Endwalker, the Endwalker Honest trailer was a little bit more Endwalker specific. This one, even though it contains some of the Shadowbringers stuff, it feels more like a general Final Fantasy XIV Honest trailer, not just Shadowbringers.
Up with actual humans to unleash different skills and attacks, to create ability combos that spice up the bog standard tank, healer, and DPS mechanics that power the combat, and will have you scything through mobs of enemies like Digiwheat until you finally reach the payoff for the 3 months you've sunk into this game, getting to play the nerd equivalent of a team sport as you join raids to take down iconic characters
Nerd equivalent of a team sport.
from Final Fantasy's past.
That hurts.
In pitched battles against giant foes that mostly test your ability to not stand in AoEs. Then, eventually, fell the creature for a bunch of loot that never goes to you. Or go full hikikomori and take people out of the equation entirely. Until you realize that means you actually have to be good at the video game.
Oh god.
I guess a 15-minute queue time isn't too bad. So fire up that duty finder and glamour up that ugly hat for an MMO that defies expectations by actually getting better every expansion.
It didn't have as many like Shadowbringers lore specific puns as I expected because well I saw the Endwalker one and that one was a lot better.
Mostly. And brings you as much of an authentic Final Fantasy experience as you can expect from the genre. And it better damn well deliver because this is expensive as hell. I can stop whenever I want. I can. I just need this. This emote that lets me industrial dance. Starring First Greatest Dad.
Oh my gosh, so true.
Child of Light.
Okay.
Magic Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Okay, these ones are always good.
You stole my heart.
That's so cute.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
For Ranger. Oh, you don't know Mary Kate and Ashley?
Sweetest Potato.
Aww.
Don Corneo. Pai Mei. Crystal Chronicles. Handsome Jack.
Oh, he is handsome though.
And OC Do Not Steal. Fantasy Star Online 14.
Okay, well it was alright. It was alright. I guess it was made during Shadowbringers, but it didn't have as many Shadowbringers things as I initially expected. So it kind of feels bad, but overall a good video. Let's watch the next one.